forecasting, there's a lot of vendors out there, especially when you look at traditional, ACR subscription-based business. Our needs were different, as we talked about with the consumption model. We needed a platform that we could use for forecasting the consumption business as well as the ACR, the annual committed revenue. That was a requirement that not everyone could fit. In addition, when we looked at being able to push data into a forecasting tool, these weren't opportunities coming from our CRM. This was actually billing data coming from our enterprise data warehouse, which is Snowflake. We had to have a solution or a platform that could ingest basically billing data and run AI ML on top of that out of the box. And then lastly, we had to be able to push that data back into our EDW. Right? And so when you look at those requirements, there's basically 3 vendors we were talking to, Clari, Anaplan, and Aviso. And then also being able to ingest data from the EDW and use that for forecasting. And then, of course, have that same experience of navigating up and down a sales hierarchy and being able to have the same look and feel of the ACR side of consumption. So looking at all those requirements, Aviso was the only one that could meet all those.
So I really... industry report, and the analysts who wrote it, they wrote something like this: the next frontier, the future for RevOps is going beyond the CRM data, connecting to Redshift or to Snowflake, etc. And it will take some time to get there. Right. So you already live in this future. Why is it important for you to be able to pull data from your Snowflake, to combine it with your data from your Salesforce, and then be able to push it back into your warehouse? Why is this end-to-end flow so important?
Part of why the end-to-end flow is so important is because of the different technology stacks that we have. The EDW is the central place where we apply the logic, we make the data available to share in dashboards for the rest of the company. And so that's where everything needs to go. And is a source of truth basically for all of our data. One thing is what we don't want to have is individual silos and people working off different data sets. And so that's why it's so important to integrate with the source of truth.
And what's your perspective on leveraging other types of data, like engagement data, conversational intelligence data, maybe even customer telemetry data, in addition to billing data, in addition to CRM data, etc.? Like having this holistic look, single pane of glass, how important is it for the modern RevOps team, and how important is it for New Relic?
Yeah, it's very important. I think bringing in more data sources is fine, but when it comes to making them valuable for the sales team, one of the things that's a must is it has to be auto-captured. So you talked about engagement data, right? What we want is a solution that works with G Suite and pulls in that information natively, that we don't require AEs to put in more data into a CRM, right? So it has to be auto-captured. It has to be valuable for the users of the data, whether it's a RevOps team or anyone else. But we continuously relying on more and more data. As we talked about in the consumption model, things can change quickly. And so there's always questions we need to answer. And data is what is going to help us solve those questions and point us at a potential opportunity or maybe an issue that we need to look into.